All right, 24 hours in, 2 endings so far.
Hooray.
All right. Time to betray that bitch.
Yup. Lock in. We're betraying you, bitch.
Yeah, we know what happens.
Yeah, we can't trust you for shit.
You fuck.
Trust you as far as we can throw you, and given your size and scope. No.
Big man.
Big man.
Big man.
Results from round 2, please.
Bum 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 bum.
Bonk.
Betray, betray. Betray, ally. Betray, betray. Hey, you
Yep,
little shit.
bitch.
You fucker. What are you gonna do about it now? You're stuck here with us.
Oh, you lost me for a second, but I'm back.
Ah, welcome back.
Alright, what's up? So you pick betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything.
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily.
Yeah, we know that's a lie now. That
Uh-huh.
you bitch.
Yeah, you
Choose to wait
zero
until everyone else
hesitation.
would also reach 9 BP.
Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely.
Then you do not trust me.
Mm-mm.
Well,
No need to
I know what you
apologize.
did, so.
Trust must be earned in a game like this.
Says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
That was a very painful laugh. You okay?
Yeah.
Eh, eh, eh.
The honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
So you chose betray too, huh? If you just picked ally, I'd have 9 BP right now.
Yeah, and you
Why
could go
on earth
fuck
would I have
yourself.
done that?
Uh-huh.
There's no way Clover would have chosen ally when
Girls.
he had a chance to betray her. and
They
get
stay
to
together.
MVP. Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose betray?
Of course.
Oh, wait. Ah! It's
Yeah,
me,
there's no-
Sigma.
Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No way he's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
Come door, come door, come door.
Round stop.
You saying that to like the theme, like the same beat as Sephiroth's theme.
Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da,
exactly.
Come door, down. No. Oh.
I was talking more like come door,
Come door, come door, come door. It doesn't fit.
Sephiroth.
Because it's like da 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 da. There's too many
was
beats
more
to
like
it.
a beat, yeah.
Yeah.
That means we can play the AB game over and over using these star keys, right?
We're here
So
forever.
All right.
So then we can get out easily.
Where do we find them? Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh,
Chromatic doors.
you found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Everything happened.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in the floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We got an hour and a half, damn.
Yep.
Still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah. Looks like I've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
We're by
I'm a
ourselves.
magenta. Pair.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
It makes. Oh no, that makes white, doesn't it?
Yeah. What about you two?
Cyan, pair.
I'm a cyan pair too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
And what color is Quark?
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green.
Mm-hmm.
Solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan.
So if we're a blue solo, the yellow pairs, we're going with the girls who are dead. We're going by ourselves.
Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
And you look like you hate women.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us, and there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this.
Mm-hmm.
While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill two of us? Kill off two of your participants halfway through.
But then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I wish that were me.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. It's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
What the hell?
Just figured that
yeah.
this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go
She
with
is
Sigma.
so done with him. Kay!
Oh yeah?
Would you prefer someone else?
Nah, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
Alright, that leaves us with the yellow door and the green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse, alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
Bum bum bum. Nelly! Hello! How are you?
Hello. There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Just got up for
Kay, are you sure about that?
It's a dead lady. Hold on. I'm sitting up. Hell yeah. Ah, my titties hit the mic. Come on in and get cozy. I hope you had a good day at work.
Damn. Wish my name was Mike.
Joe.
What?
No.
Okay, fine.
No, Mike. Ooh, my back.
There is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Oh yeah. See, Vanilla thought. Vanilla thought. I can't say their name.
Nilly.
Nilly thought it was funny.
Like a Nilla wafer.
Yeah.
She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest, her arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it.
Huh? Wait a minute. Look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes. It was likely removed after she was killed.
Oh shit, we got luminol!
That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
Watch, huh? I don't know, it just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some...
Chunky watch.
Of course! Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
Okay, something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
That means they've been holding out onto it this whole time. They've probably still got it.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they've been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
Among Us.
Among Us?
I
What are you
hate
saying?
the brain rot.
Killing the old woman,
Yep.
they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes,
You're telling me they're probably wearing it.
correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words, but in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it,
Why?
so that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
Sick fuck.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original
Oh my god,
participants,
Clover killed the old
and took
woman.
her place.
Nilly's taking notes. There will be a test later.
Why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that
That
goal
cat
is,
emote's so good.
and how
I
the
love
killer intends
Thurston
to achieve
waffles.
it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
The thing is, Clover and Alice, their whole thing is like they're working for this government agency.
Mm-hmm.
and they were supposed to get in with the nonary game stuff. So I could see one of them killing her
Yeah.
and then just posing as her for the rest of the game.
Infiltration. And it's like two
Yeah.
of them versus the one.
Yeah. But where would the other one have gotten a bracelet then?
Mhm.
Unless they killed somebody else.
Maybe. Or maybe one was supposed to play, but one couldn't be without them.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
There's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
Very true.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Luminol!
Okay. I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it. There should be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Yeah, first we need to finish looking for Quark though. We still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B and meet up with everyone.
Understood. Shall we go then?
Yeah.
I'm guessing each box on the map is like for a room.
Yep. That's
So
typically how it works.
Yeah, so immediately after we get done with the voting, we go to the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we go to the infirmary.
Uh-huh.
Now we're going to pass the green door.
Mm-hmm.
And then, most likely, the chapter ends after we find out who the killer was.
Possibly.
This is a good route to go down.
Mm-hmm. We're getting a lot of information.
Yeah. There's 3 doors here, too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
But one of them's locked. Look like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open.
Mhm.
Perhaps the layout here is different.
We already went through the treatment center, or at least that's what one of the
Someone
puzzles
did.
was. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think we went into the treatment center, so we might go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Let's take a door on the right first.
I don't know what this room is.
Gollum Bay?
Gollum Bay. Gollum these nuts.
That's not... I thought of that, and I immediately just was like, nah, it's not worth it.
I wanna.
Huh, what's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, what sort of work? We're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check out the far end, alright?
Very well.
Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay. How's it going over there? Kay? Can you hear me?
Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath a thing that looked like a workbench.
Just the way Chew wants him.
Bent over with his backside towards me. Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
I walked toward him as I spoke.
Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
I bent down and
down.
saw.
Oh.
I bent down and saw that he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's open.
It's empty.
Yes.
Is there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Was it?
Yes.
What?
And what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Wouldn't that have been a team that went through here? The green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center.
Mm-hmm.
The
Oh,
nameplate
that's
on the
right.
store says this is the Gollum Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open this safe, who did?
Well, there's no point in thinking about it. You should get back.
Yes, and there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's get moving then.
Bum bum.
The Gollum Bay definitely has like a air of mystery. Like, why was it already open?
That is very true.
So this is a treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything.
Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. He's not a rat.
Well, we don't know that yet.
That's true. Spoiler alert, we're all rats. In a simulation.
Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
Windows are covered with frost on the inside. Can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yes, might as well. Have at it.
I think I remembered
Alright, we're
something.
getting this angle.
What?
Quark! We found him!
Oh, his bracelet's off.
No bracelet. Oh no. His bracelet, it's... Oh god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
No.
What?
I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there.
He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed
Alright, now
out
we
loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one that I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I had thought might have been a relieved chuckle.
But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off?
Yeah.
Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
What? Why?
I have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? And not in the good way? What has he got?
Not in the dope way?
How would I know that?
Yeah, not in the cool way?
In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, Then removing
Yeah.
him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised.
Oh,
I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
yeah. Sure.
Meow.
Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be all right?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
If someone locks him in, he's screwed.
Yes, that is what I said, but you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go.
We're actually making progress. Look at this shit.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Free me from my torment.
The map!
The map! All gaze upon the map!
You're late.
Suck my dick.
You're one to talk.
Yeah.
How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center.
I see.
Cool.
Oh, that's good
Oh,
to
look,
hear.
they're happy.
Yippee! Even Dio.
Making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably...
Probably?
Whatever. At least we
Oh.
found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. And what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know, where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
Ah.
You okay?
I had a yawn.
I feel like you're yawning more than I am.
A
Normally.
lack of oxygen to my brain.
So
Oh.
did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was in there?
nothing really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows? Yeah, where's Tenmyoji?
And Clover.
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
Which way did they go?
I can't remember.
No, there's something I want to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
Well, let's get it over with.
Ah. Hell yeah.
Huh.
Luminol time, bitch.
This is the
Yeah.
rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and instead made my way over toward the cabinet. Inside was a luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, and then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, are you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You two, Fi, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain all this?
I know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet is a little different from ours.
He's built different.
I'll join in just to make it fair.
There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Fi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upward.
This okay?
Yeah. Just hold it like that for a moment. Spray.
As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists.
Ugh. Cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout.
Don't see anything glowing. Fi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me.
You have a shitty poker face, man.
Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights!
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
My man!
He spun around toward the other exit.
Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All three of us leapt at Dio. Oh, hello.
I knew it! His bracelet's glowing. Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio. You killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of... a mistake. Shit!
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Fi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. Might as well confess. Well?
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Why?
Are you Zero?
No, I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To be a little
Do
shit.
what?
To be a
Yeah.
little shit!
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
Hot.
Cool. So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth.
He's willing to lie, kill, and serve cunt.
You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where do we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Yeah, you already lost that privilege. Think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go! Let me go! God damn it! Told you assholes to let me go! You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop! Please! No, you can't!
I'm just gonna commit this to memory.
Ah!
Not that one.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah. The begging was
Yeah.
nice. ID.
Not a great climax sound.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
Open
And
the
lock.
fucking thing. I said open it, goddammit!
I don't think so.
You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
He's so
Yeah.
angry.
So, guess we found out who the murderer was. We found Quark.
Begging is always nice. Yeah. I am a good girl when I feel like it.
I'm about to say no,
Oh,
you
bye.
aren't.
Fuck off! I can behave.
You only behave as much as you need to.
I behave when I feel like it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the second exam? Fuck yeah, dude. Congrats.
Nice. Good job, D.
Let's go.
I was about to say, you have the moral fibers of, what, an Argyle sweater?
Huh?
Argyle's like a very... Never mind.
Okay.
It was a
Now all
pun
that's
on
left to
moral
do is find
fiber.
Clover and Tenmyoji.
Because you're only as good as you need to be.
I don't understand.
Never mind.
Okay.
See, D thought it was funny.
Okay. Got me. Been
Why
kidnapped.
don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
Bum 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 bum
Also,
bum bum.
An
bum.
Argyle sweater, it's like a... Argyle is like a terribly uncomfy material. It's-
Okay.
It's also very loose. It's not good for a sweater.
Ah. Wow.
We're peen brethren, we speak a different language. Amazing.
Keen to the tooth. Sorry.
Thanks. I just have terrible memories.
Muscle memory of that. Yeah, no, I understand.
There's
Yippee.
huh. Looks like they aren't back yet. That's not good.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Aw, man. Now we've got to go look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
Good question. Wow, we did that in 30 minutes.
Damn.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
Kay and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is. I see.
Pretty much.
That's not
That means
good.
Tenmyoji can't get through the door. Kenny.
Yeah.
Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no. Wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
Yeah.
We'd be pairing up with Quark.
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the cyan pair.
Who's the cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. And why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
No, that's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, that's not possible. I wrote this game.
You are Sigma.
Primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door?
Wheeze!
Hi, Weez.
Hello! How are you, Wheeze? Also, probably Louise got into a special little club. The Creators
saw.
Guild. Yeah!
Congrats, Weez.
Congrats! Deserved!
Deserved
Yippee!
indeed.
Pop in and say hi before I go beast BB. Thank you for saying hello. I'm
Yeah,
proud of
get
you.
some rest.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats again.
Yeah.
Stoked for you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Someone made one of them open.
Yeah, get loved on, bitch.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is the same thing.
Yippee.
But that's against the rules.
You're welcome, Wheeze.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
You know what? I'm gonna be real.
Uh-huh.
The fact that these doors are white, there's no like way to actually like know what's behind them. I don't think we ever actually go through those white doors. This
I
is all just
mean-
speculation, though.
Maybe not on the regular routes.
Maybe we should go look for them again. I mean, like, we probably just don't go through them ever. Like, it's a red herring, even though they're
Mhm.
white doors.
It's a white herring.
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, well, if like you combine these colors, you can go through that door. It's like,
Mhm.
cool, but there's no way to distinguish who went behind what door.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of us can stay behind so we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay. I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, alright? Oh.
Ah.
And don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, of course.
Bum, 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 bum.
I hope we go back to the infirmary and he's just dead.
You mean the treatment center?
Yeah. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Pantry.
Panty.
Yep, that's what Clover said.
Mhm.
This is the pantry.
So it would appear.
Definitely a longer route tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But a good one.
Oh, yeah, we're getting a lot, like, uncovered. Uncovered.
Yeah, we now know Dio is a bastard, man.
Yeah, Dio was not supposed to be here.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're not here.
When we started
Oh,
looking
that's a
for
good
Quark,
point. Dio
they were
isn't
sent off
supposed to be here,
search
so how did
everything
he
beyond
get
the
in?
red door,
Mm-hmm.
which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Bum bum bum.
Oh, one way. I see. That's what the
Bum
arrow
bum.
indicates.
Yeah.
Now we go take the elevator.
Yup.
Hey, gamer.
What's up?
I do have a favor.
Uh-huh.
When we finally get to the point where we can like start speeding through text again,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go run and switch over my laundry.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
okay.
I just want to let you know that ahead of time because that was the plan. I didn't realize this was going to go for as long as it is.
Do you want me to pause?
Nah, it's not that big a deal.
Okay.
It's I just need to move my blankets to the dryer, and that should take like an hour at most.
To move them
So-
to the dryer?
Well, for them to get done in the dryer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No one here either, huh? Temioji loves scotch so much, I thought we might find him here, drinking some.
It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes.
Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask.
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything.
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Hey, Lore!
This is the K route, huh?
Yes,
What'd you remember?
my father.
When dad you remember that? Did it just pop out of nowhere?
Ow! You are Sigma.
Yeah.
Please.
We
don't
both
jump.
have an 18-inch cock.
Joe.
I'm glad you laughed.
Joe, that's not healthy. I'm not gonna lie, if it's 18 inches, when you get an erection, you're going to lose consciousness because of the blood.
Yep.
This is serious.
Sorry. So you remembered who your father was.
Yes,
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh. So your dad raised you?
Well,
Oh hell yeah, my favorite CG coming up. Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
We don't even get to see what he looked like as a kid! Look at him! Look at little Kay!
I'm gonna be real, that's hilarious.
It's so
And-
fucking funny!
And also, another pin in the board for K is 0. He has a
Yeah.
stuffed rabbit doll.
He does have a stuffed rabbit doll. They have the same eyes. I'm just losing my mind over we're having a flashback, but we don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, I like the grainy pencil drawing
Mm-hmm.
He was the
to
only
show it
person
was
who
in the
worked there.
past.
Yeah.
He was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. Oof. Just move my mic in closer. Hi.
Hi.
I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense.
Oh my god. And that's why he does such pronounced like reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's trying to be a person. Oh, that's cute.
He's on the spectrum.
I love him.
Yep.
Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Oh, Oedipus complex, okay. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong at night. They would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought. I would be so happy.
You know,
So?
Oedipus was the first motherfucker.
He was, truly.
Yep.
It's so disturbing that that is classic lit that we read in high school.
Oh, you read that in high school? I did not.
Nope, I had to read that.
All I know is Oedipus fucked his mom.
Mhm.
That's all I know.
It was like one of the first original, like, lit, so it makes sense why we do it, but boy oh boy is it fucking deep.
Yeah.
So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working, and as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, okay. I remembered to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he had ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. Oh, baby sad. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother.
Oh my god, the rabbit is fucked up now.
Baby smash. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. And then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He had never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, and then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shooed us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she were a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. Boy, is this fucking true to this day.
Yep.
If that was what I wanted, I'd still have the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness doesn't mean anything to me. Bleh.
Bleh.
After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure that we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist.
Hi, Onyx. Hello, my love. How are you?
Onyx.
To Onyx.
Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continue to live with him.
Also, how goes third shift? How you doing with that?
Oh, good luck with that.
But I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. I'm adjusting gonna bake tonight to help stay awake. Hell yeah, what you baking? Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I had ever even thought about. Cheesecake, lemon, blueberry bread, and snickerdoodles. Oh my god, I want all of those. Oh, those sound so good.
Snickerdoodles sound pretty good.
I want the cheesecake and the lemon blueberry bread. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help my father with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered that I had an interest in it as well.
Ah, I see.
Time faded away as I lost myself in research. What you see?
Isn't that how Dio came to be? Was like through genetic engineering, and he's a clone.
Yeah.
I would be remiss to not point out that very interesting thread of connectivity between the two of them.
It's true. Maybe he looks like Dio underneath.
You know what he probably looks like underneath? He probably looks like whatever Left's brother is supposed to look like.
That's true.
But
Time.
He's the original.
Yeah, he's the blueprint.
And that's why he's in the robot suit, because if
Mhm.
Dio saw him, he would know immediately.
Mm-hmm. Gotta hide that identity.
Yeah.
Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day...
His dad looks like he's wearing fucking Dio's outfit a little bit. God damn it.
Does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I connected the dots this time.
You've connected them.
Yeah. Oh, and she looks like the old lady that was murdered. Like...
Yeah, they have the same hair.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
send me the
There's a lot of dots
recipes.
in this one.
Gimme. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I had been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I had bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare.
Ah.
If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned.
So Kay's also, he's a clone.
I was furious with my father and with her, even with the research I had poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind she had been the one who pushed me to become more involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something that I wouldn't have given up for the rest of the world. I can read really well. Shut the fuck up. My words are hard.
I didn't even say anything.
I think you. I know. I played it with.
Actually, wasn't.
Thank you.
Well,
I just know someone has like the "you can't read" on lock.
I don't. I'm just more like I'm just involved in listening to the story.
You're connecting the dots.
I'm connecting the dots. Yes.
I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would like nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't, for his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted. She was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. It was what I had now that I wanted. Blah, blah. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that's why I lost my memory. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
Trauma dumped on me too.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost... Oh.
Do you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes, I think I just need to rest.
Okay, take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
He lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Yeah, that's how a normal person sleeps. Definitely.
Well,
Nosferatu-looking ass.
guess I better get moving then.
Ba-dum. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either.
Uh-uh.
Damn.
Nope.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite.
Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
Oh, if he's not there.
Oh, we're fucked.
What's up with him?
Okay. Guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling? I feel tired just
What?
looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Ow.
Really? I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense.
Ha ha ha.
The more I try and figure out any of it, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Thank you, Onyx.
Nice. We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? What is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? Rabbit said he was one of us, but it's Fi, isn't it? Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but there's more too. What with the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here.
That is true. We're learning, but barely.
I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you
It's almost like
serious?
your route's the last one.
You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. Uh-oh.
Yeah? Question mark? Heard that right?
Yeah, it came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got onto the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Okay, yeah.
They're downstairs.
Or someone is.
Mm-hmm.
Thought so.
Let's go. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Temioji or Clover probably made that noise. Oh, maybe both. But I don't think they hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Yeah, you got a good point.
Yep.
Alright, fine.
Also, like, seeing as how they're both unconscious.
Yeah.
Especially Quark.
Yeah.
Like, they're sitting ducks.
Alright. Okay, I'm waiting for, like, the shoe to drop, you know?
We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back.
He's not in there, is he?
Nope.
he is. Okay.
He's good. There was Quark, sound asleep.
See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
Is Dio's pod still locked?
Yes.
How about Dio?
Let's open his. Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's an ugly sleeper.
what the hell?
Check his pulse.
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway.
Yeah. He's dead.
Look,
Damn.
the oxygen level for his
Oxygen
pod
zero.
says 0%.
That means he asphyxiated. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go.
Without waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed.
Oh, grab his watch, though.
Yeah, grab his watch. Pocket that shit.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. We're not getting through that door.
No. Phi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay.
Kay! Kay, wake up. Something's happened.
When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we'd found Dio dead and how it looked like he had died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna.
Well, he killed the old woman.
Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
What? No. That's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just
He
saying
sleep
that strictly
murdered.
speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split
Yep.
up or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I wrote this game.
Yep. We're buddies. We're pals. We held hands.
In any
Egos.
event, we don't have a great deal of
Egos.
time to discuss it.
That's true. How many? Oh, crap. Only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
All right. Let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, but where is Dio's bracelet?
Is what?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
And we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
All right.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
Oh, true.
Ah, the yellow pair of bracelets. Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
Thanks, Kay.
Yeah. I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
All right, let's get going.
Would Kay even know how to call the police?
You use a phone?
Well,
He
here's
read-
the thing.
He read books.
He read books, but like doing something for the first time is completely different from just knowing.
Well, yeah, I
you know?
guess.
Shit, they're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
Quark's bracelet?
Or
What? Come on, man. They're not giving me that. Maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough from Dio.
That's true.
Bio.
Bio.
You've got to be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. You're right. Then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too.
Like be a nuclear family.
But
We heard a noise and turned.
Oh, it's Kay. Nice.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but
Huh?
Hmm?
best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
Well, that's
Oh.
not great.
What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
Why? There's no
I
point.
can't say for sure, but if I were to guess,
Well, shit.
Okay. We're fucked.
Well,
Chromatic doors have
they're
opened.
fucked.
Yeah, that's true.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
with a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the second.
That means Kay
Ah.
and I will...
Oh, they die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna.
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
Penalized.
I
Well, you
see.
can go into the doors, right?
Yeah, maybe the chip can still read.
That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
I'm like 90% sure Clover killed everyone else.
She has a habit of killing people.
Yeah. Fuck that! You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll.
You think I don't know that? But what kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Ugh! God damn it!
This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... Ba-bum.
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurarine. I knew it!
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
Bum bum. Ta-da!
Of course. The antidote.
The antidote?
I didn't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit.
Sigma! Where are you going?
Stay here! I'll be right back.
I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment room.
So we've done enough of the routes that we actually get the ending of this one.
Possibly.
That's sick. I love
Mhm.
that. We have like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta shoot them though.
I think Dio put it in his pocket. Come on, come on, come on. Please still have it.
Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until... Gun.
Aha! Found it. Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit. I can't save both of them. I mean, how are you going to actually inject K?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to inject K.
Until chromatic doors.
1 minute? Shit!
I spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Three, two, chromatic doors closing.
Oh, we're fucked. We're all dying.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. Oh, we're tripping balls, man. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with tubocurarine. With every ounce of my strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose? Phi? Or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. Sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself toward Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger. Kaboom!
Sigma. What the hell did you...
I injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of cholinesterase inhibitor.
Big word for Elmo.
It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on K. It'd never get through the metal.
Then why didn't you inject yourself?
Heh. Guess you've got a point. Honestly, didn't even cross my mind.
You're the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something more tender?
No. Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you.
Alright, jeez. I take my tubocurarine back. Neostigmine.
No.
You know what?
Just
Unshoots your
back.
arm.
I'm not gonna...
Her words slurred and slowed, and her eyes fluttered close. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall.
Good. Fi's gonna be alright. But Kay.
I looked over at his direction. That was when I noticed it.
Open. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
It's like a hole for an Allen wrench.
Yeah, it looks like you could insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
Wait. Then but when could he have? Oh, wait, he did open it! How he'd gotten it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had.
It was Kay.
Kay killed Dio.
Uh-huh.
Shit. Wait, then why did he smash the bracelet too? Shit, then that would mean Dio's killer is...
I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay.
Kay! Wake up! Come on, talk to me.
I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. Map!
Map! Damn, he really did take the long way.
Yeah. And that's the thud sound we heard.
Uh-huh.
We bumped into Fi and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Fi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to the floor area, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Oh.
Yup.
Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door.
Bum 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 bum. Damn, this guy can do cardio like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So you were there, put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you expected.
Kay, wake up. Something's happened.
Tended to wake up very disoriented and confused.
What is it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes. Your reasoning is correct. I killed him.
Why? And
I
why
could
smash
fix-
the bracelet?
I could fix him and I forgive him.
Because I couldn't forgive him.
I forgive you.
He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't...
Yes, I knew it! the old woman
Mm-hmm.
was the lady that was with.
The fake
Hey.
mom.
Yeah.
The old woman.
What?
She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, whoa, hold on.
Smash.
What do you mean here?
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. Cannot forget.
Forget. He wasn't making sense. He was about to die. How on earth would I be remembering anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. M-I-L-K.
MILF.
K.
O-L-I.
Milky Voli. Who's Evoli? Why are we milking Evoli?
This will open the second gate.
What the hell? Hey! Kay! Who told you to tell me this? No! Who are you? Show me! Show me who you really are! Persona!
Tear off your mask. Grab a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off.
He's gonna look like Dio. What? Oh. No, that's impossible.
At least he got pretty eyelashes.
That face. It's my face, but
I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously.
so we have the same face as K.
Maybe.
Second drug. Tubocurarine.
My vision
what's up,
began to
good?
blur. My head felt unnaturally heavy. What's up? Oh, hey, good!
Yeah.
What's mind-blowing? How are
Yeah,
you?
that's what I was wondering.
So why are you up this late?
Yeah. You're never awake this long.
How dare you be sweet to us, you little fucker.
Yeah, how dare. How
Mhm.
dare.
The world faded away and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness.
So if a two-headed lion is eating itself. Oh, because NyQuil hasn't kicked in yet.
That makes
Gotcha.
sense. How are you feeling?
Yeah,
On the
hope you feel
cold.
better, bud.
So, Kay looks like us.
K-end. Yeah. Okay, so 3 endings.
Mm-hmm.